Thank you for that, Quinn. What an update. I'm looking forward to some of those games. What about you?
Yeah,
Good?
I'm very excited.
Speaking of, I think we've got more games coming up. Ascension, Justin, are you feeling maybe like doing some auto grab?
Yeah, there's no question. Ascension is coming up next. So that's okay.
I don't know why I asked the
But
question.
you're trying to keep everyone on the edge. Ascension's up next. I'm excited. I've been playing a lot of Ascension this week.
You have. So we talk a little bit about that. We can play on your app, or you can just play in person at our gaming stores via our competition. So let's go.
Let's right in. Let's dive right into it.
In Atlanta for our Ascension table.
Okay, we're live, guys. We're live. Let's go.
Oh, we're live? I was supposed to get a countdown.
Surprise!
Okay, hi! Okay, as I'm getting ready. Okay, so we're about to play Ascension. It will be normal game, no difference. As you see, it's laid out 120 points. You each have a card of 10, shuffle them up. The only thing is I'm just here to make sure that all cards are done properly. Make sure when you play cards, you play them one at a time, resolving the full effect. If you accidentally play cards and like in a full burst and there is activations, I will assume it's the worst way possible and or in card order, so that way I can resolve them the best way I can from what I see. And also if you play Makana Initiate, once you play it, you must state attacker runes. Other than that, normal gameplay. It will be an hour timer, which I am playing on my phone right after that. So I get it for them. At the hour timer is done, it will be as if the last honor was taken, and you guys will get equal turns. Don't worry, I will give you guys the playing warning so that you guys know it's impeding end game, so you guys can start doing those combos and whatnot you need to do. Okay. Any questions before we start? No. Okay, so here I have my players then. I have Sebastian on the left corner of the board. I have Amy on the back corner of the board. I have James. James. Yep. James on the right corner of the board, and Curtis on the front of the board, I guess is the best way to put it. Other than that, you guys are ready to play. So the way I do first player is you guys each grab a card from the top of the deck to basically make the lineup. Whoever's the highest cost card goes first.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, I guess we'll do James first.
All right.
All right, and they're going by cost to see.
James
has a 3 that Druids.
6.
Oh, get a 7.
Void Thirst. Emery
hanging out with us.
Okay. And then I'll do the rest of them.
Mistake of creation.
Okay.
I like it because it means the players get to draw
the
center
Burrower
selection.
mark out there. Very hero-based right off the bat.
Take your 5-card hand.
We preach it all the time. Strategies, this is one of those games
Start playing your hand.
in this Unrivaled tournament
Clockwise as always.
that your strategy is changing every single turn.
Starting the game, each person gets a total of 10 cards. Got those 2 militias.
1, 2, 3.
8 apprentices.
I will take.
You already see a reactor monk out there. One of my favorite Mechana factions that can work with any other faction that you're playing. It's going to gain you 2 rune, pay 1 rune less the next time you acquire a construct.
And I will pass the turn.
Ooh,
There we go.
First getting the Void Thirster.
Love it.
No, this is not my turn. I'm mine.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, grab Reactor Monk.
Reactor monk, yes, good work
If
for
he'll
you.
let me.
For you has a name. His name is James.
And
Yeah, that's not that.
No.
It's not like I was looking at Twitch or anything.
His name's Curtis. I got it wrong.
And 1 power.
I thought he was wearing the Unrivaled shirt.
And enter.
That all of our contestants
So many
have a
an
chance to
Unrivaled
wear,
shirt.
2,
get our swag, our Unrivaled shirts.
4.
I was gonna say, if you might see us in Vegas in some sweet Unrivaled gear ourselves.
You might see me in my Punch the Cultist shirt.
Perhaps a gold jacket with an embroidered Unrivaled.
We have some big things planned for the finale.
Yeah, I might be doing some cosplay, dressed up as a rune.
But I guess I can live with it.
We'll
3
see.
apprentices.
Who knows what's gonna happen? Vegas is gonna be a
mystic,
blast.
I'm gonna have
And then
fun.
2 militias for the first point of the game. I'll kill a cultist.
Punch the Cultist, and we're off the board. Thanks, James.
Good work, James.
2,
They're never
3,
ending.
4. I'll
Curtis.
take 2 heavies.
Curtis with 4 runes right
2
off
heavy
there.
militias.
And
We
I
don't
will end
see.
my turn.
It's a mixed board right now in the center. Half
Druid of the Stone
half
Circle?
monster.
Well,
half
there's 4
Oh,
monsters.
4. Sorry, that corrosive widow
1,
escaped
2, 3,
my eye there.
4. I'll get 2 heavy infantry. 1,
So interesting. A lot of these players are going more of the heavy infantry, the power-based strategy so far. I'm sure that's going to
I will
change later
play
on in the game.
Construct
Oh,
for
you know
Mark
it
Pitt.
will.
And then I will play 2 heavy infantries and a militia for 5 power. And I will smack
Smack it.
Corrosive Widow. 3 points.
Like smack.
For
1, 2, 3.
Uh-oh, Rocket Courier. X99.
pass.
Don't know where the X98s were. The previous 98s.
Yeah, they just,
Decisions.
their wheels fell off.
I have 6 by. Let's go with Emery.
Emery.
And I'll pass my turn.
Arbiter of the precipice.
Emery. Good work.
4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good work right there.
We see a lot of void stuff happening.
Druids of the
I do believe we have a great contest
Shade of the
coming
Black
up
Watch at
this
the top of
week.
my
So
deck.
all of our followers on Twitch, get ready,
and
get
then
set.
2,
We're gonna do
3,
some
4, 5.
I'm not even gonna wait. I'm just
Six.
gonna tell them right now.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay, as we see 3 Mechana on the board. Go ahead, Justin. Spit it
All
out.
right.
There's Amy
4.
with that
I'll
beautiful
buy a Rocket
Pokemon
Courier
watch that I'm
and pass.
excited about.
So we talked about our contest, $40 worth of store credits at the Game Masters in Laguna Hills Mall. This week, we had that the conversation of Brenner and Denfist.
Yes.
When you're playing a game of Ascension and you want a Brenner or Denfist,
Void Thirster.
what is your ideal Brenner meal?
I love it.
Is it steak and eggs? Is it waffles? What is it? Let us know. And if it sounds the most tasty to us, then you guys will win that store credit and win this competition.
This is big, Justin, because you know I hate.
I need to know
Brenner,
what people
but I
want,
love
'cause
Denfist,
I'm gonna want it.
So
3 attack. I'm going to kill Tormented Soul.
and
I'm going to gain 1 for its effect and then 1 for Void Thirster's effect.
There we go.
And I'll draw 1 card.
bam.
That card will replace.
Method.
Method.
And then I'll use 3 by 2 by Burrow Marker 2.
Oh, okay. A little
And
shift
then
in the
pass my
Mechana.
turn.
Good move by James right there
Let's hear what James has to say. We're gonna go meet James.
with our gamer on the ground.
Gamer on the ground.
James Reed, 30 years old, from Atlanta, Georgia.
Very cool. What game store are you playing represented today?
I'm representing the Next Level Games in Nashville, Tennessee. Go Donnie.
All right, very cool. Have you ever been to Las Vegas before?
I have not been to Vegas. Hopefully, I'll get there now.
All right, what would you like, aside from win the finale, what else would you like to do in Vegas for your first time?
Probably a little gambling. I know I probably shouldn't say that, but maybe just see the sights mostly. But yeah, that'll be fun.
So what made you choose Ascension out of all the other games here today?
I've been playing Ascension since it first came out from the first set. It's awesome. People who made it make magic. I'm big into that. I just love playing games, but Ascension is by far like one of the best games there is.
Very cool. So what's your strategy for your game here today? What is going to put you in Vegas?
4-player games, you got to play your game. Not too much hate buying. Just play my game, and hopefully the cards fall my way.
Very cool. Thank you very much.
So he's coming from Nashville here in our Georgia regional. His longtime player, as he said. Interesting what he said. A lot of the times your strategy, some people's strategy is focused on what other players are doing, what kind of constructs they're playing. His strategy focused on what I'm going to do, what I can control, and then that's what I'm going to play. Interesting. A lot of people don't have that kind of strategy when we play Ascension or when we see Ascension.
Yeah, you know, it's tough because you start seeing players go a certain way, and you get angsty about, and perhaps switch your strategy prematurely, and end up, you know, actually doing some damage to yourself that way, because maybe you don't get to flesh out exactly what you had planned. But it is a game of give and take. As we see a land talker out there, one of my favorite life bounds, going to gain 3 runes. That's a powerful.
Ooh, nice play right there by James with Emery, 1 of the void.
The Tennessee Thrasher, as I'm calling him, James.
That's +4 power.
That's a lot of power. That's a lot of.
Tyrant.
Taking down the wind tyrant.
Tyrant, love it.
Good
3 with the
3
1
and 3.
additional.
Good choice.
4, so I'm going to put one of these back and grab red.
And Corrosive Widow thrown back out there.
With Wind Tyrants, 3 rune.
Fizzban 317 is back, and he says, "Let's go Titans."
And that's in turn
Maybe
of his
just
from
rooting
Nashville.
for the Teen Titans.
No, it's from him because he's from Nashville.
Oh yeah,
James
that
from
makes more
Nashville.
sense.
3 attack power.
Football stuff.
I don't know what you mean.
Go Vikings.
I'll be taking Earth Tyrant off the board.
Earth Tyrant's off the board. Arbiter comes back.
Ascension just had their...
Ooh! Arbiter.
Wow! One of my favorite cards. You love
One of my
Arbiter
favorite
cards.
cards.
I know. I'm precipice.
Draw 2 cards.
Banish.
Banish one. That keeps your deck thin. That's what the Void Construct has to offer you.
Keep it thin.
One that I've been using a lot lately.
Keep it thin.
Cultist. I'll just trade all this stuff out.
A lot of runes.
You see, those red ones represent 5. Those clear ones represent 1 honor. And lots of monsters.
Flytrap, which is in play.
She's a lady.
And fast.
Sorry, something about her that makes me want to sing all the time.
She's a lady.
I'm not going to sing anymore, though. I've been told I don't have a good voice.
I've been told that my Tom Jones impression is spot on, so I will continue to sing She's a Lady every time Flytrap Witch is played.
As we see heavy infantry, militia.
There we go.
Amy's
Amy with
hand.
that heavy infantry. Oh, yeah.
Beat Samael's Trickster.
Like you said, we've seen more of an influx of heavy infantry by our players this week. Oh, there's my buddy!
Apprentice.
Zeron, Duke of Lies on the board.
Arbiter. Come here.
Yeah, right. Just
Much like James, we saw his kind of idea of what he's planning to do.
Amy has
We're going to get a talk with our gamer on the ground with Amy.
4.
See what she has to say.
Yaldro staff.
I'm 30. My name is Amy Dark, and I'm from Dallas, Georgia.
Very cool. Very cool. So, have you ever been to Las Vegas before?
I have not. I've never even been on an airplane before.
Oh, so what is your strategy for this game of Ascension? What's going to punch your ticket to the big dance to get you to Vegas?
Well, I've already qualified for Vegas in another game. As for Ascension, I'm just going to play like I play all the games that we've had for Unrivaled.
What do you think what makes you like this game more than others? What's your favorite part of this game?
It would have to be the deck building. I can really put a strategy behind it. It's either get the mechs to get all the points at the end, or get the damage cards, which will kill more things to get me more points first, and then end it faster.
Very cool. Thank you very much.
Interesting that she's never been on a plane before, but it'd be very cool if she won because she'd be able to go to Vegas.
It would be. Yes, it would. I love that she's talking about mechs. You see 2 of her constructs out there already. If she can perhaps take that Watchmaker's Altar that CJ is just going to give to not her, well, there goes that.
Curtis Curtis is like, that's my altar.
That's my timepiece.
Ooh, another grab, too.
But I'm interested to see how it plays out, because at the moment it looks like she has the most mech on the board.
alrighty.
Heck a mech.
Heck a mech. Do we have any competition?
We got a lot of hashtag Team Waffles, hashtag Team Justins. Thanks, Christian.
Again, Oomba Headquarters says very cool in quotes. I wonder why.
We're experiencing some technical difficulties right now. We'll be happy to get those quick and get back to our very cool game of Ascension.
We're looking for your favorite Dinfast meal. Brenner is not a thing. Dinfast meal. If you're playing Ascension, what do you want to eat for Dinfast? Me personally, I would eat some sausage burrito.
So we talk about the Brenner, the Dinfast.
No, just Dinfast.
No, it's
just Dinfast.
We want to vote more. We also want to hear. We know we want the meal. What's your preferred meal? But we want to hear, are you guys Team Brenner or Team Dinfast?
That's what it is now?
Yeah. As we take a break in this game of Ascension, we deal through with his technical difficulties to come with the real difficulty of what's Team Brenner or Team Dinfast.
Look, when you're playing tabletop, you're playing at all hours of the day, and you're getting famished by your exhaustive amounts of honor, power, rolling, everything you're doing. So what is your favorite meal for Dinfast? Is what we want to know. And not only are you going to win just my accolades, you're going to win. Justin, do you want to read it for them?
$40. Well, it says compete to win. $40 of store credit at Game Masters. Call them up.
In Laguna Hills.
Laguna Hills.
So you don't have to be there. Any of our followers online, we love you. We love hearing from you. We will vote by the end of Ascension. Our winner will take home $40 store credit today that you can call Laguna Hills Game Master, get one of those 6 incredible games that we play.
Let us know. We're going to head back to the game, but let us know on Twitch and keep this thing alive. Team Brenner.
Steak sauce
Team
and
Brenner.
burrito. Dinfast.
Nah, we're Team Brenner.
Discarding Militia.
Here we go, and there we are back in the game as we see a lot of enlightened heroes on the board for, I think, Curtis. We got the Temple Librarian, that Arha Initiate, and Seer of the Forked Path.
Aha!
Arha! Oh man.
Hairball. Microphone Shrek.
What is Curtis doing here?
He was tricky.
He's got a nice hand.
He does.
We'll take the
He's got
runic
two nice
Viking
hands.
card.
Got the Temple Librarian that gives him a card.
Yep.
Plus an Ahar Initiate, another card as well.
From the Trickster, or we're taking Lifeline Initiative.
Okay.
Really enlightening right there. He's really pushing the enlightened faction.
Yeah.
It seems to be.
Okay, Dingleberg comes in with best Brinfist is either pancake, sausage, and eggs, or Okonomoyaki.
I will kill Tormented Soul.
I don't know what that is.
You
So
have to look that up.
Card.
there's the Flytrap Witch.
She's
Throw that
okay.
down, draw a card, get 2 honor. Easy way to get honor in my opinion. And she's super nice.
Void Initiate.
Wow.
Banishing Apprentice.
And there we go, the Void Initiate, the Void construct coming to life.
And
Shadowstar out there.
When it comes to the Void Initiate, you may. So you don't have to,
for McKinnon.
but it is a good idea. When it comes to Arbiter of the Precipice, you have to banish a card in your
The
hand.
difference between may and have to.
Yes.
Like, Justin,
Just move your points.
you may give me
just
$1. Justin, you have to give me
Arbiter.
$1.
No, or say, you may say it's Dinfist, but you don't know that it's Dinfist. You don't know you're right. You don't know you're wrong.
I know.
I try to spin that
2
somewhere.
heavy infantries to knock out Corrosive Widow.
As we say, see Amy taking care of that Corrosive Widow. Does anybody have some contracts out there? And yep, we got to get rid of that
There's a
Burrow
Shadow Star and a Void Thirster.
Such a Corrosive Widow.
Very interesting to see how people go after cards that allow you to draw cards. Some people kind of stay away. Some people really want to hit those heroes that allow you to draw 1 card. Like a Master Dartha allows you to draw 3 cards.
Right.
Miss Librarian.
Now we're starting to
Take the
see.
Librarian.
Now we're starting to see people branch off into their factions. As we saw, Curtis has the Enlightened, and we see the Mechana with Amy.
There's the cannon. The big old
That's the card
cannon.
Amy would like to have with her Mechana constructs out there right now.
A cannon, once per turn, you're going to gain 1 power for each Mechana construct you control, and if you can link those Mechana together, that is a lot of power. So we'll see what happens. James tossing out some stuff.
Very hero-based right now.
Very void-based, but don't pin yourself in a faction. That Reactor Monk looking pretty too.
3 ruins. Of the 3,
It's got that Land Talker, which
we're going to
is
use
so important.
2
Big.
to get Seer of the Forked Path. 1 left.
I love
The
that
Forked
card.
Path right there. It's like a pickup. Another Void monster out there. Void hero. I always say monster heroes.
It's okay.
One left
We know.
here.
We know what you're saying.
2, 3, 4.
DEG Pirate. Did someone say hashtag Brenner time? Yes.
Yeah. No.
Definitely Brenner. All seeing eyes out there.
Emery, 1 with the Void.
Christian
5
Oomba
attack.
says
Use
stop.
4 of it to
Burner
kill
time.
Mistake of Creation. So
Okay,
take
taking
this
care of that
one
monster.
back.
Good kill right there. Everyone with the Void. 4 power.
Let us
Very
banish
powerful Void card.
The Hedron Cannon.
Oh,
Ooh,
and there
smart.
it goes. That's going to be painful for Amy.
Amy's probably not going to be
I'll
happy
also
with that.
Banish Militia from my graveyard.
Smart move, thin in the deck. Like you said,
And that
he's
will be
playing the Void so well at the moment with that combination of Lifebound
yeah.
and Land Talker. So he's got some cards that can really destroy things and yet at the same time pick up a lot of runes.
The Arbiter being played. Banish. Banish an Apprentice. You know it.
Banish it.
There it is. Getting rid of it.
Good cards to have in the beginning. Not so good at later. Don't really add much.
There's the Reactor Monk. If there's a construct out there, he's going to pay 1 less. And I do believe there's a Tablet of Time's
4,
Dawn.
including the
Get
one
it.
I get from Reactor Monk. Tablet of Dawn.
Yeah, good call, Tim. Good call. Still don't like your
big.
Dinfist views, but whatever.
Listen, what, Justin, we're friends.
Killing cultists.
When it comes about DG Pirate, have you heard about Bryn Man?
Okay.
I have not.
Druids of the Stone Circle. Have you missed it? It's on my deck. Druids of the Stone Circle. Have you missed it?
He draws 2. He's a psychic.
Dude.
Look at that.
Sebastian playing a very
no, that's
Lifebound
combo
based
coming.
game right now, too. 2 Druids of the Stone Circles.
Black Watch. I will banish a militia.
Banishing, but plays that Void construct. Banish. Seems like me that Sebastian's playing a little bit all over the place, taking the best card available, which is in sometimes my strategy as well. Just take the best card available, not really focusing on certain factions.
It's never my strategy. It never seems to work ever for me.
Okay, Temple Librarian.
But good luck to him.
We'll see what Sebastian, if that's going to work for Sebastian.
Not even going to wait, huh?
And we again apologize experiencing some technical difficulties, or maybe just the effects of Tim saying Dinfist.
I'm not sorry for any technical difficulties because you can still hear the sounds of our beautiful voices and the sounds of the game.
Wow, ego much.
And all you need is audible audio. I almost went into a pitch for Audible books.
See a Snapdragon now out
there.
What does a Snapdragon do?
Void Thirster. Snapdragon, one of my favorite cards in the game. First of all, it makes you super snappy, but once per turn you're going to gain 1 rune. First time you play Lifebound Hero each turn, gain honor. Great way to take honor out of the middle if you've got a lot of Lifebound.
Let's go with the staff. These 2 attacks, I'm going to kill the
interesting. Is that a drizzle? That is a drizzle staff thrown out there.
I'm going to spin 4 to gain 3 with the staff.
So we talk about all the time how Ascension is 2 players different, with 3 players different, with 4 players. 2 players, 60 honor. Game's going to go by quick. Now we move on to 4 players. That's 120 honor. Strategies are a lot different. Instead of just being boom, 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 give me the best card available, there's a little more thinking coming involved. How am I going to play this? I need to thin my deck a little bit more to get the monsters that I want to get. When you play a game of 4 players compared to a game of 2 players, how different is it for you?
I mean, it's exactly what you said. You're not just killing monsters and taking honor right away. You're flushing out all those constructs. As we see, James was doing it right there. James, at the moment, looks to be a little bit in control of the board. And what you said, I think, was such a key point. Get to your power cards quickly. If you can do that, if you can really take advantage of the Void faction like he was doing, all you need is a couple. All you really need is a couple power monster cards in there. For instance, Emery won with the Void. If you have 1 or 2 of those and you can constantly get to them, you're looking at banishing monsters at the same time as popping out some constructs, because you don't need a lot. You don't need to couple up heavy infantry. Heavy infantry can pollute your deck.
And that's what when we talk about sticking to factions, it's big to not just go all over the board. If you stick to a Void faction, perhaps, that thins your deck really well. If you stick to Lifebound, you're getting a lot of runes. You have cards that, like Flytrap Witch, will give you some honor. Those, if you pair those up together, those come out better for you in the long run than just kind of throwing out a Temple Librarian or throwing out a Flytrap Witch, where, yes, you're going to get those powers, are good cards, but if you can take your factions together and build them up together, it's going to help you out more in the long run.
You raise a great point. A lot of those little cards, those little dingers, if you will, at the beginning are great, but the more you stay with them, the harder it's going to be to get to
your power cards.
It's just a matter of numbers. I mean, numerically speaking, when the ratio, when the amount of those little cards in your deck, you're not going to be getting to them. Let's, real quick, because we've touched on the game, just because we've got it going on right now. We have got it going on right now. We have our competition.
Yes, we do.
This is big for us. In Ascension, we usually do this once per tournament. So here we are at our Ascension. What meal for Dinfest?
If you're throwing down a Flytrap Witch, what do you want to come back to take a bite out?
What do you want to snack on?
Steak and eggs?
Steak and
chorizo and eggs?
Huevos rancheros?
Or just maybe you're just a good pancake guy. Maybe you want a waffle.
I hate pancakes.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the people out there.
I'm sorry. Anyway, all you have to do, go on Twitch, go on our Smashcast.
Facebook Live,
let us know which
YouTube.
one you care about.
Yeah.
Justin, do you have a person you think at this point in the game, from what we've seen, especially after James popping out the Drizzle Staff, the Void Thirster, do you have someone who you think is going to come out on top and potentially go to Vegas?
It's very still kind of. I feel it's close. I like James. Curtis is kind of slowly getting up there. He's combining his Lifebound cards very well.
And is enlightened. He was, so you saw, like you said, a lot of the enlightened stuff is going to give you that draw.
He's also getting that the synergy that when you play the cards together, sometimes they come together and sometimes they're so far apart. So that's the thing. You can play multiple constructs if you're coming close together with your cards. If they're not coming in one hand, then it gets a little trippy and a little touchy, and touchy's maybe not the right words, but a little fringy is what I'm like to say. Okay, that's where we draw the line there.
We'll go back to the game. Let's find out. I'm with you. I think we're going to see an interesting finale.
Still a lot of honor on the board.
Yep, we got about half left, but as you can see, James is a strong command in the game. He's got 21 honor. Let's see if Amy can end up pulling through with that mechanism.
I know I'm getting rid of this one. The question is...
The Real Reptar says, okay, so hashtag DinFest would clearly be breakfast tacos, but plot twist. The taco shells are made out of bacon.
Oh, I love it, Real Reptar.
Oh my goodness, I love bacon.
That's bacon for
bacon's probably my favorite thing of all time.
I can eat bacon always. I can eat bacon as a midnight snack, even if I had to cook it while sleeping.
Oh yeah, bacon's very cool.
I'll hit the cultists.
Taco shells of bacon. I'm scintillating.
That's amazing. I like that. I also like Ascension. We're seeing soon.
That's it for my turn.
A lot of there's a grand design on as we see.
Steer the Fort Path.
Right now, James. This is the Fort Path thrown out there.
Yeah, let's see what we're going to banish.
Banish. Do it. You have a Drizzle and you got an Emery. Banish one of the apprentices.
You see that Wind Tyrant back out there. Wind Tyrant, really strong monster. You know, the
banish the monster.
Tyrants,
which one of your cards are going to use to get?
I don't know.
There's the Avatar of the Fallen out there now too.
If you can take the Avatar,
I'm gonna banish Flytrap Witch.
That's a big swing.
Banishing Flytrap Witch, but she didn't do anything to you, James.
She was so nice, James. If you put it this way, you take an Avatar and you banish a Wind Tyrant, you're automatically getting seven
honor.
Power. 7 honor is what I was going to say.
Okay.
7 honor.
I get 3.
And you're going to pick up 3
extra 1.
Imagine banishing a Flytrap Witch.
Here you go. You just banish the Wind Tyrant. Good work.
No, he beat the Wind Tyrant.
With the 3 floating.
Well, when you beat it, they get banished.
I know, but proper wording.
B&B, I'm sorry about my locution.
But grabbing the grand design. What I was going to say, imagine beating a Flytrap Witch.
Put a staff into play.
Oh, a Drizzle. What is it? A Drizzle staff. I like the Drizzle staff as a Lifebound construct.
Why do you like it so much? Just
because it gives you.
Can't say the name is why you like it. You have to.
Gives you some runeage, but it also allows you to take 4 runes at a time and trade them for 3 honor.
Runeage.
An apprentice.
Okay, it looks like Curtis has a fair amount of runes in his play, so let's see what he can do.
That's what I call some runeage.
Runeage.
Long day of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Fair.
He does have that Tablet of Time's Dawn out there. Perhaps this is where he makes a big swing, plays that other turn. Amy's sitting with 15 honor, so at the moment, closest to James.
I'm also going to say, I was thinking about the bacon shells. Right now, that's a front runner, Real Reptar.
With sleeves.
Well, I have to say something.
I was like, oh, it's so nice.
The bacon taco.
Breakfast tacos for all at the finale. Games for Life, 00 really likes it too.
But he preferred it as a DinFest.
Void Initiate.
Oh, Void Initiate's out there. Another one that's
very thematic.
I like that card.
Void Initiate?
Yeah.
I think you just like to say it because it's the closest you can get to swearing without.
Heavy infantry.
Yep.
Void Initiate. What does the Void Initiate do, Justin?
Playing Watchmaker.
Gives you power and it allows you may banish a card in your hand.
Okay.
So, keeping your deck thin helps you at the end. Oh, that rhymed.
Lifebound Initiate for 1
So again, like you said, Curtis has a lot of those lower cards.
It actually gives me 2 and 2, so 3 by 2 attack power.
Kind of like the equivalent of having Land War Elves.
5
you can't
by
win a game of Magic
2
the Gathering
attack
with just
power.
Land War Elves.
No.
5 by 4 attack power.
But you can get a lot of mana.
4 attack to take out Mystic Creation.
Okay. And is he going to banish one in his discard pile?
And the 5 for
Void Thirster.
Void Thirster?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like where your fingers are at, Curtis. Good work.
Curtis is actually thrown
there's
out
one
there.
of my faves.
Curtis is playing a good game so far right now.
Yeah.
And gone through enough of my
He said
deck
that
yet,
questioningly.
so that for the last one.
He had the one reduction from the
Reactor
monk.
This is a great hand, this is a great hand for him right
Yeah.
now. Again, we just saw him jump up by about at least 5 honor. And he chooses to decline that Tablet of Time's Dawn. But let's talk to him. Let's find out what makes Curtis tick. Here with our interview for our gamer on the ground.
38 years old. My name's Curtis Johnson. I'm from Augusta, Georgia.
Very cool. Curtis, have you ever been to Vegas before?
Yes, actually, I have.
All right. So what made you choose Ascension above the others? What's your favorite part?
The mechanics are fun. I actually enjoy the game. It's very nice. I've been playing it since it came out, so I enjoy it.
What's your strategy for this game of Ascension? Like, what's your power move? What's going to put you in Vegas?
Strategy is basically just trying to banish my original deck. It's easier to get where you need to go when you get rid of the original part of the deck.
Very cool. And so, what if you win today and go to Vegas and win the finale in Vegas? What would you do with the 10,000?
Honestly, I don't know yet. I'll decide if I do win.
Very cool. Thank you very much.
Very cool.
I like
Very cool.
that he doesn't know what he would be with it. Oh, and what he would do with the 10,000 yet. And there is a third mech construct out for Amy, and this is where it's going to start to really play out well for her.
Some might say that's a heck of a mech.
That's a heck of a mech.
Apprentice, and Makana initiate for a buy and grab a mystic. Pass.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe he is playing doing a good job right now.
And again, she might not be showing a lot of honor on the table, but she definitely has a decent amount of honor in her deck.
Yes.
Which, as we all know,
There's a grand design though by James.
if there was a way for her to snag that card, it would be amazing.
Good play,
A drizzle. 2 a drizzles.
There's a lot of different constructs out there
It's actually
for James.
to that bag. It's not that bad.
Wow, and the game
Four
is starting to get
attacks.
tighter.
I'm gonna kill the mistake of creation.
It would be huge if Amy had that grand design that James had.
It'd be grand, some would say.
It would be
The card I would choose to banish will be the Sea Tyrant.
Ozaya out in the middle.
Zaya was a game changer for us a couple weeks
And I
back.
get the extra one
James get
for
rid of
Void
that Sea
Thirster.
Tyrant, which means that no one's going to be able to destroy his contract. Smart move there. You want to keep those constructs on the board.
Slide in
That's
the
the
grand
bad part.
design.
Here's a grand design, James.
Slide
To
in,
Apprentice
slide
for
in the
heavy,
grand design.
and I'll pass the turn.
Wow, good turn there for James. Curtis?
This is where we start seeing the turns get a little bit more bigger. A lot of cards being played, a lot of cards being drawn in from your deck, a lot of power thrown.
Shit of Black Watch
A lot of power thrown out.
to banish
Played
the
earlier in the game.
Avatar Golem. I love anything that's steampunk. I would love a steampunk Dinfast. Avatar Golem, you've got gain 2 power, gain 1 honor
Life
for
bound
each
for
faction
1 honor.
among constructs you control. So if I am aiming,
Get a
I
Mystic.
am looking at that card heavily.
Kill a Cultist.
Thinking that's probably a
Yeah.
pretty decent one to have out there. But more importantly, if I'm James, because he's got
And
3
top
different
tap.
factions in his construct, so that's 3 power right there. That's huge.
And he said he focuses on what he wants to do, what he's going to do. Not worried about what Amy's doing with her mechana,
And there we see
what
the
Sebastian's doing, or what Curtis is doing.
The Tablet of Time's Dawn. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You get to go again, Curtis. And probably not exactly what he was hoping for after using that card, but you know, it's still
Cultist.
another turn. It's gonna
Not the
and
best.
4 for the Avatar Golem.
But he does get an avatar, one less.
Oh, and that
See
I'm
it.
is Amy is not happy about.
Fort path.
Okay.
Got
2
Sebastian.
use 2, 4. I'll kill a Tormented Soul.
Can anyone get to that Avatar
1.
of the
And I'll
Fallen?
draw a card.
Man, what do you think? If anyone can
All
do it,
Seeing
probably
Eye.
James.
Yeah.
Once per turn, I'll draw a card.
He's got Sebastian's turn right here. We're going to talk to him after his turn, but we see that
Druid
Druid's
of
in
the
the Stone Circle.
Mystic. Top of my deck.
Only he uses it for the Mystic.
Smart. He knows it's going to get 2 rune next turn
I
automatically.
think Sebastian's.
Temperlight.
I don't think he's probably entirely happy with the way the game's
Temperlight
going so far,
discard.
but he's still in the thick of things.
Draw 2.
He does have a he's built a
Druids.
decent deck with his Lifebound as we see right there.
I'll put
Another
Mystic at the
druid.
top.
Fun fact about Sebastian,
And I have
he's got some of the best hair I've ever seen.
4 mana.
Not wrong.
Demon Slayer. Pass.
Oh, there we go. Picking up that Demon Slayer. So finally going to get a little pop in his deck. Be able to destroy those monsters a
I'll
little
play
easier. As we
militia,
see a heavy
infantry, and
heavy monster board at the moment. Let's talk to Sebastian. Let's find out what's making his Ascension game so great and what he would do if he went to Vegas that I'm sure would be very cool.
I'm 17 years old. My name is Sebastian Diaz, and I am from Sugar Hill, Georgia.
Very cool, very cool. Sebastian, have you ever been to Las Vegas before?
No, I've never been anywhere west than Georgia, really. Yeah.
Very cool. What game store are you playing for today, or from today?
Game store. I represent Titan of Duluth.
Very rad, very rad. So what made you choose Ascension? You know, what's your favorite part of this game? Like, out of all the games today, you picked Ascension. Why, and what do you like most about it?
I picked Ascension because every single day during school, maybe before a test, I'll just play it. It's a very relaxing game, and it's a game I can rely on to be very random. Everyone starts even and the same, but it depends on actual skill, luck, and guess and strategy to see who goes out on top.
Very cool. So, how old are you when you first started playing board games? Do you remember?
Board games? Oh, geez. I want to say 8. 8. I've never been in a huge, my family's not a huge tabletop gaming, but me personally, I love them.
Very rad. So, what would you do in Vegas? If you won here today, you won the finale, and you got to go to Las Vegas, what's the number one thing, aside from win the finale, what else, like, what's the cool thing you really want to try?
I think go see the countryside. I love traveling, and I love seeing new places and new things to imagine. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't know what else I'd do.
All right. Thank you very much, Sebastian.
Very cool with Sebastian. All I'm going to say, wherever he goes, me goes.
Oh, man, Migos. That's great for him. I'm pulling for him. You know, like you said, he hasn't really gotten to go out of the state, so it'd be fun to see him at our Unrivaled Grand Finals in Las Vegas. At the moment, though, I got to tell you, James is looking like he is sitting in the driver's seat of the airplane that's going to Las Vegas.
Thank you for clarifying
that. Watchmaker's alts are back out there. And James has had to lose a couple of constructs due to some of the monsters that were banished while we were doing that interview. So maybe there's a chance for Amy to catch up here.
Pass. All right, mystery. Draw a card. Arbiter, draw 2, banish 1.
Let's check out our little competition on Twitch. Straight out of says hashtag very cool, probably talking about our competition. I think the real Reptar at the moment is in the lead.
Yeah, it has to be.
Taco shells made out of bacon that would be breakfast tacos for Dinfest.
What about bacon shells out of tacos?
Anyone can come up with any other ones. We'll see.
Bacon shells out of tacos?
Bacon shells out of tacos.
Have you ever had a bacon shell?
What does that mean? The taco meat is made out of...
Back to the
Jack in the Box
game.
thing?
Like the face of a man who has 6 attacks.
Bacon shells, man.
If someone can take that avatar of the fallen, I'm pulling for someone to take that avatar of the fallen.
That's 3. That's 4. That's 5.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
Come on.
But I will kill a corrosive widow.
All right.
Widow's not corrosive no more.
Each destroy a...
Yep.
I'm gonna get rid of.
Ascara. There she is.
4.
She's a double. You know the Ascara, Justin, I do believe all have 8 arms.
That's all used up.
Don't say.
Or they, yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. Maybe
The
I
more
just
you
made that
know.
up.
The more you know. You might be making it up.
Take another heavy. That's it?
Okay. Static.
I think they have bifurcated faces as well, which means they have 2 faces.
You know too much about this.
I love the Ascot. I'm sorry. I love Ascension. What do you want? What do you want from me?
One too many.
Otter coming down to the wire, though.
Card. Yep.
We're running out of it.
1, 2, 4.
Mechana's probably going to be used.
Here it is. Can we get above the 7? No.
Use it as a rune.
Why?
1, 2.
The 6 isn't going to get you anything.
4 runes, 2 power, 3 power, 4 power.
Well, 4 power's not
each.
going to do much either.
Okay.
4 runes. That's going.
Or Beach. Let's see what Amy does here.
2 cards.
And
I'll pass.
You could have got a Snapdragon.
I see that. You see that grand design. Is it time for?
This is it. This should be what Amy's looking for.
But the grand design, it's so late in the game. Is it really going to do too much? It's going to give you a 6 and 6 though. And she does. She takes she banishes that Osian.
I'm sorry, I wasn't on my job.
It's all good.
I was daydreaming.
It's all of our jobs.
Well, I'm the one that's close.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys put me here to deem me.
Apprentice.
Where are they now?
Take life bound.
Take the life bound.
This jacket is getting very hot for me.
I'm surprised no one has been able to.
Can't you just like unzip and like just still be wearing it?
Don't
but
speak
no.
too
Fans
soon.
at home.
One avatar.
I had to pass out in order for me to be able to take it off.
Of course.
That was my Christopher
Play
Walken meets
Apprentice.
the Count
Make
from
an
Sesame
initiate
Street.
for 2 runes. Buy heavy infantry. Yeah.
Oh, that was what she bought.
Oh no, she just bought that?
Yeah,
bought those,
that's what she bought.
The militia and heavy infantry.
See, I'm so I'm getting.
4.
I'm forgetting
I'll
something.
hit the cultist twice.
No problem.
Punch the cult.
Twice, right?
Punching the cultist.
Cultists take so much abuse.
All right.
The sad thing is it just like one person you just keep like stabbing?
Yeah.
Or is it like many of them?
I like to think there's one of them that just has a ton of stab wounds.
Landstalker.
Yeah.
My first life bound for the turn with Snapdragon.
Yeah.
I'm
That's why he's
those
screaming.
4 back.
That
That was a
would be
weird
like,
thing to say.
Sorry.
3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going for the design.
Oh!
Grand design.
Sorry, Amy.
1 drop. Oh boy, we're in business. Mega initiative. And there was a 1 drop he monster. I'd kill that too, but nah, I passed.
In expansions there are.
Oh, yeah,
Good
yeah.
move right there.
Yeah, still, you know what? I gotta be honest. I thought that if there was a chance he could take the avatar down there, that would have probably
Get rid of Snapdragon.
ended the game
Replaced by.
or put it
Spike
close
Mason.
to the end or put
Yeah.
him in charge.
Understand.
You know what I was
Yes.
saying. He would be in the driver's seat on the plane to Vegas.
We need some more people, guys. We want some more.
Yeah, we
more
want
from
some-
Brenner.
We need some more suggestions.
We need some Brenner.
3 to kill the trickster.
Yep. Game 2.
See ya, Samuel's trickster.
Please be
By
there.
Corrosive Widow.
Nope.
Another Corrosive Widow thrown out on the board.
So, let's go ahead and get the Templar. 4.
Muramasa.
Muramasa.
Wow,
Spike Vixen.
Spin that power.
There's the other one.
Wolf Shaman.
Nope, not yet.
Curtis hanging around.
It's coming. It's coming. Garcia?
Flight Trap Witch. I get 2. It adds up to 5.
2 honor. I love that. I love me some Fly Trap Witch.
Not that it matters, but 20 minutes left.
2, 3
Yeah, I
cards.
think-
20 minutes left, as you heard from CJ the judge.
That matters.
Spike Vixen, I have 1. And then draw
But we'll probably get past that. We'll
churning
probably
through it like
beat
butter.
that timeline.
I think so.
Ooh, we might.
We're looking at just under 10, and the deck is almost done.
2.
We should.
Might be flipping that stuff over.
Games for Life says, how about bacon omelets? Bacon replaces the egg.
Games for life.
So just bacon.
bacon. Yeah, it's just a
It's just bacon.
plate of bacon.
Okay.
Games for Life 00. That
One
was
initiate,
not a great
one banish,
suggestion.
One initiate, 1 banish, 2 apprentices.
You just suggested bacon.
4, 7.
Which, don't get me wrong, I would
Oh,
still eat
there
because
it
I
is.
love bacon.
7.
Avatar the Fallen.
There he does, and he takes that
Tell you
avatar.
about it. We just had to,
Yeah.
we just had to
Let
see
you
it.
see
Yeah,
it.
we got to
Muramasa, please.
Oh, Muramasa!
Oh,
Another
sadly,
void.
It's so late in the game, I don't know that we'll get to see it play.
Oh,
but that was
we
a
That was a big
Decent
void
decent
move
amount
by
of honor
Sebastian.
there by
We did. We
Sebastian.
banished
4 mana.
Now the problem is that gets
I'll
rotated
get a-
in.
I'll get a-
Yeah, well, we're gonna throw those.
Throw it right back in
We're
there.
gonna throw those monsters in there.
And whatever we banish throughout the bit. So it.
I'll play Demon Slayer for kill Corrosive Widow.
Can Amy
right.
make a charge here before James gets to go again?
3. I'll take this 2 for the 5.
I like to see what card comes out first.
etc.
Smart move. As you see, you're just playing one of the cards and then waiting to see what gets replaced. And then we see an Avatar Golem, which I think would be great, but it's...
Might be incorrect, but I'm going to get rid of Void Thirster.
Nothing's ever
I'm
incorrect.
going to play Apprentice and Mystic.
Okay.
And
Not
I'll
true.
take Shadow Star.
Now watch my decision become heartbreaking, right? Heartbreaking, right?
Justin, have you ever Pokemon?
Like, God, no,
I have Pokemon a lot.
White Thirster, God damn.
I thought it was a Jamaican fish shop.
Pokemon. I can see that.
Please don't make me regret destroying that one.
I think that's about to happen.
No, don't say things like that. Don't say things like that.
Things like that.
Shots have been fired.
The first card from the new deck is a Nara Initiate.
To do reshuffle the deck once all heroes and monsters are banished.
Which means that
the
there's going to
infantry
be,
hit
considering
twice.
what's been taken,
Twice?
just a plethora of monsters. So that honor's going to run out.
Which maybe the Void Thirster was not the smart move.
You know
by
what's in there.
James.
We've all seen it.
Have we?
We know there's one card we don't want to see pop back out.
All right. The one from Snapdragon, I'm going to buy an Initiate.
Okay, taking the little guy.
Sea Tyrant comes back.
CJ looking like he's having a lot of fun right now. Wearing that referee jacket.
He's got that licensed Oomba.
I'm pretty sure he's worn that for the past
2
months.
I can confirm with his
Great.
roommate on the road that he sleeps in it.
Yeah.
And it smells like counting. Oh, there it is, an Earth
Now we got some
Tyrant.
traction.
I really got excited. I thought that was a Xeron Duke.
I know. I can tell because no one gets that excited for an Earth Tyrant just throwing on the board.
2 cards.
Earth Tyrants are great.
Drawn Cannon comes out.
Hello. Oh, wow.
Core. So close.
He wanted it. He can't do it.
Pass.
Is there a chance?
Can you end the game?
No, actually I can't.
Okay.
One
Live
and one
to see
honor.
some more.
1 and 1 honor.
Oh my God, he can do it. He can do it.
I believe.
We believe.
2 attack power and 1 honor.
Oh, yeah, there's an honor. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Come on, man.
It was short.
It was like he was climbing a mountain
Wait,
and
it's gonna be a
stopped
3-drop
to
right
take
here,
a
3-drop
Gatorade
creature.
drink
Aw.
and just stayed there.
Cultists.
People, mountain climbers,
One
drink
more
Gatorade?
round.
One more round. All right, let's do
At
it.
that altitude, maybe the electrolytes are bad. Justin, who is winning our Brinner
Yes, sir.
Dinfist
I
conversation?
still gotta say Real Reptar.
Real Reptar looks like could be going home with
You can't
our...
just not talk about bacon and make it into tacos.
No, I never thought
Can
about
Sebastian end the game here?
I will not banish anything.
I just grab heavies.
The question is, does he want to end the game?
Those Druids have been together almost every turn they've come out for him.
You can't mess with a pair of druids in their
choose the stone
hoods,
circle.
like
Okay,
summoning
black
magic, hanging out.
Are you drawing 2 over there, Psychic?
Aesthetic of
No, it's Apprentice and Mystic.
Okay, just
follow
making,
me, right? They
just
follow me.
making sure you wasn't drawing 2 against Psychic.
And 3 for sure. Mystic. And then
Getting down to the nitty gritty in James's.
Oomba headquarters says, I suggest bacon wrapped bacon.
Not
Again,
opposed.
Just a pile of bacon.
But
You're
not
like Games for Life 00.
Not opposed.
It's just bacon, then it's just bacon. That's not even a meal. It's just bacon.
Throw away Apprentice.
You don't think bacon
Bacon.
can be a meal?
No, but I want to see what happens here. Because Amy is close to James, relatively. Not really, kind of.
Temple Librarian.
25 to about 40 something. But if she can maybe
Heck a mecca on the board.
pick up a heck of mech, a Big Mac perchance.
A Big Mac.
I'm hungry for a Big Mac. What's it taste like, Justin?
I don't know.
You're supposed to say bacon.
Bacon. Wrapped in bacon. On top of bacon.
Uh-oh. Oh, Christian Oomba on Twitch says, you'd still be making me Brenner.
It's not wrong.
It's Dinfist! Our boss, David, did say Dinfist sounds like a German band.
German
Might
punk
play like
band.
Let's,
Polka Punk.
Punk.
Heavy infantry, killer corrosive.
Ooh. Ooh, that's going to wipe out some constructs.
That hurts.
Then I'll play Apprentice and Mystic, Grabby Mystic, and Smack a Cultist.
Yep. Smack a Cultist.
Thank you.
Smack!
Oh, that smites at all of my plans.
I'll smite him.
You know better.
That was 3. That was 6. We did have this conversation earlier.
Never make plans while playing this game.
I was just looking at the Hedron cannon, just like.
I always waited to make plans till his turn.
Justin, at the moment, it looks like it's between Amy and James at the moment right now. And we touched on it earlier a little bit, but let's just, for those who might be tuning in, right now when it's going to be coming down to the count. Again, the honor that she has on the table isn't as much as James has, but how can she make up for it?
So all those Mechana constructs she has out to play. The Mechana faction has the most honor for the cards. Especially when you get to a Hedron Cannon, which has 8.
Right. So when you say honor for the cards, it's not the rune power in the top right.
No.
On the lower left, there's a star that says how much honor the card is worth. And that counts at the very end of the game.
Big. So the amount of runes usually used to buy the Mechanas are the amount of honor that it has. So if it has 6 runes to buy, it's usually a 6 honor. And those are the most powerful because other constructs or other cards have maybe 2, maybe 3 tops honor.
Right, which is why they pair up
so this
well
is why you
together.
see James has a lot of honor on the board and Amy doesn't, but Amy has all those Mechana constructs that are going to help her later in the game. And that's why those are important. Those are their special powers opposed to like a void, per se.
I gotcha. So it's almost like what you spend is what you're getting for final points, which is big compared to whereas some of the other heroes, what you spend, you're not going to get a
That's why
lot
you
at the end, but you have a better ability.
It doesn't look like they may be winning, but you don't. Exactly.
Sneaky points, sneaky honor points, and there it is. That is the end of the honor in the pool, but we will play till the first player until it's circled around. Back to that first player. So everyone gets a chance.
That's your one for your points.
Who started off the game? Was it Amy? Or was it we were in a flurry of activity at that point, talking about Dinfist and Brenner?
Yes. And that is
Okay.
All right, here's my favorite part. The most intense part.
Points in piles of 10 points.
This CJ loves this part.
Honor crystals as well as your cards helps me just confirm counts in case.
Who do you got?
I think it's James still. I really do. I would be shocked if it was anything but James because James still had a couple really strong mech cards in there. He had the Grand Design, which is a 6 point.
It's 3 Mechana constructs.
Yeah. So with the blend of honor on the table, I'm going to go James. What about you?
I'm not looking at his cards. I'm going to say James.
Games for Life 00 says it's going to be close. That's what we live for here at Unrivaled. Close. That's why you and I always hug.
I live for bacon.
That's not... And we do have a winner. We should just announce the winner of our competition right now because no one was even close.
It's going to Real Reptar.
Real Reptar, congratulations on your $40 gaming certificate to Laguna Hills Game Master. That was a great win. Your suggestion of breakfast burritos, but
breakfast tacos,
but the hard shell was bacon.
60, 70, 80, 92.
92.
92. Strong showing.
You had what?
I had 82.
82.
Okay.
82 by Sebastian?
10, 20, 30.
No, I think by James.
50, 63.
So, you are the winner, James.
Oh, sweet.
Good job.
Nice, man.
Thanks.
Cycle out.
Hey, there's our boy James.
Just some subtle jubilation.
There we go. I thought Sebastian was going to win.
No, good job, guys.
At some point in
Really
this
well-played
game.
That was very much high intensity. That was a rapid fire gameplay. It was all well played. Wow, you guys went through the deck and.
I know. I don't think we should go through the deck.
Yeah. Excellent job.
Wow.
James, good look at Vegas. Everyone else, thank you so much for coming. Honestly, this is an amazing thing. Remember, we're going to try this every single year, but because not just because we want to promote what we do, but we want to show what gaming can be and what tabletop can be. Same thing as esports. It's both casual and fun competitive play. So we hope to see you guys next year, and also keep supporting your local stores.
I don't want to say that we're mind masters, but we're pretty.
I'm not going to lie and say that I had James winning all the time. I thought Sebastian at some point was going to win. After a certain point, I have to stick with one because I like to bounce.
I never thought that Sebastian was going to win, but I thought he was playing a good game. What I did think was that was a very cool game of Ascension with some great players.
Yep.
It wasn't our highest total that we've seen, but it was a great blend of what James was doing. You saw a bit of the constructs. You saw he tapped into all 3 of the factions at least.
Yeah,
he was.
We say maybe sometimes that's not the best move to make, but it worked out for him at the end of the day.
Right, he played a little bit of that void early, which you touched on was huge. Because he could get to those power cards when he had that Emery one with the Void. Power without having to use so much of your deck is a big thing. So congratulations to him.
Good job.
Well done.
We'll see you in Vegas.
Sir.
We'll see you in Vegas.
You're driving that airplane. Justin, are you excited for what we have next?
I am.
Well, let's just get to it. Game Changers. Here we go. Dashing across the country in lots of tiny vans, playing us some Unrivaled. It really is the jam.
I'm Justin.
I'm Tim.
Stop singing, because this is
Game Changers.
Oh, man.
What a week we had.
Last
week
have a
in
great
Austin, it was insane. We played tons of games, and we had lots of cards that really affected the table.
Hey, and we're not lying. Speaking of lying, our Game Changer card of the week is the Xeron Duke of Lies. And this card reads as, it's a monster. You gain 3 honor and you take a card at random from each opponent's hand and put that card in your hand. So you're just stealing from someone.
Last week we saw it big time as Liz was in the lead and Ryan literally defeated this monster and drew cards from each other player. Towards the end of the game, this is clutch because you know those decks have been weaned down to some of the most powerful cards. Again, this to me, for my money, is the second most powerful monster in the game, and it can really change the game.
Those ruthless liars. You know when you walk on the beach and your feet gets hurt by the sand, gets burnt?
Yeah, no one likes that.
Well, I never get that because my spotlight card is Sandals of Protection. And the Sandals of Protection reads as curse cards, which you draw when kicking down a door have no effect. Curses cast by other people will still affect you. So if you keep pulling down curse card after curse card and you have these Sandals of Protection, you're getting no curse. And that's an easy way to keep gaining levels, and boom, you win. And you're just thinking, thanks to Sandals of Protection.
Those are some sweet Tivas and sweet Birkenstocks.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Oh, man, Justin, I wish I had an Altoid right now. I wish I had something because my breath smells like chalupas from this Nova Breath from King of Tokyo, my spot. Nova Breath, it's a 7 energy, it's a keep card, you're smash all other monsters. So whether you're in Tokyo or out of Tokyo, either way, you're going to deal damage to those players as long as you choose to resolve the dice with that smash. We saw it with Michael. He was rolling 5s all the time. It paints a target on your back, but at the same time, it paints some fire in your enemy's eyes.
Okay, on that note, we're gonna end. This has been another episode of Game Changers from here at our great sponsor, Game Masters in Laguna Hills. I'm Justin.
I'm Tim.
Challenge everyone.
Man, those guys are great.
They're probably I love them.
Almost Emmy-nominated great dudes explaining cards. You gotta love that. Yeah. Well, it's been a fun tournament here in Duluth, Georgia at Wasteland Games. I want to hear from our winner.
Yes.
Let's talk to James. Let's see what strategy worked out and what he's going to do when he goes to Vegas.
All right, Christian here again at the Unrivaled Tournament Series here in Atlanta. With James, winner of the Ascension game, playing out of Next Level Games, Tennessee. James, tell me about the victory. When did you know you had it in the bag?
To be honest, I didn't know that I had it in the bag. I felt pretty good about it. The mechanist just kept to fall my way. I had a good constructs to kill the monsters, and it's just all the cards just seemed to fall my way. I actually thought it was going to be really, really close, and it ended up coming down to maybe one of the last 3 or 4 turns just to close it out.
Awesome. I mean, you didn't just wake up today and you're like, I'm going in, I'm going to win. Because when I watched it on TV, it was smooth. It looked. All I saw was confidence. So you wake up today, have a game plan coming into this.
With the 4-player Ascension games, you just have to kind of play your own game. It's really hard to hate by anybody else off of their strategies. So most of the time, you just need to focus on your strategy and just go with it. And I knew that once I found whatever faction or strategy I was going to go with, I was going to keep going with it.
And then, are you ready for Vegas? And is the wife ready for Vegas?
I'm not ready for Vegas. She's probably already like just going crazy about Vegas. So yeah, she's ready.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, we're coming back to Tim and Justin right now. Let's go dinner. Linner, Brenner.
Christian doesn't know what he's saying. All I know is that James played a really good game of Ascension. He's on his way to Vegas. Seems super excited to go to Vegas. That's all our contestants are eager to get to that Vegas feel and that Vegas finale.
Oh yeah, you want to smell the strip. You want to smell the chance at winning a lot of money. It's awesome that he's representing one of his gaming stores when he gets out there. So not only is he playing on his behalf, he's got a chance to win money for his store as well. So
it was a close game though. We saw Amy come up really close. We're gonna hear from her, see how close it actually was for her and what she was feeling like.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's take it. Let's go talk to her.
All right. Welcome back. Another short break with Tim there. You know, Team Brenner. Anyway, I'm here with Amy, and Amy, you're kind of like a celebrity at our office. And I don't know if you know about this, but we've heard that you've played in 27 events. Tell me that's true.
It's true. Yeah. Every time I held an event, I played in it.
And out of the 6 games, then you played 27 games. Seems like you played all the games. What was your favorite out of the 6?
My favorite, it's really hard to pick. I like Ascension and King of Tokyo the best, but I'm going to do Las Vegas for Epic Spell Wars.
Awesome. I would say if I was you, I'd probably like King of Tokyo better, just because Ascension, wasn't too good to you there. But
it was a little tough, but I knew that I was going anyway, so I didn't really try too hard. I wanted to give them a good fight, though, so I kept attacking every single construct they had.
See, sometimes gamers, it's about giving, too. So that's why you're awesome, and I thank you so much for participating. Anything else you want to shout out to people about the Unrivaled tournament, about your experience, anything like that?
It's definitely a good tournament to do. The whole series is great. I would suggest doing it. It is a great way to meet friends and new people and have fun.
Awesome. Hey, thank you so much for making the drive down here from Dallas, and back to Tim and Justin.
Thanks, Christian. Thanks, Amy, for competing in all these amazing games, amazing tournaments.
I'm stoked that we're going to see her in Vegas for Epic Spell Wars, which should be a lot of fun.
It's going to be epic.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, let's go check out some of our ESN updates. I want to hear from Quinn and the rest of the gang, see what's going on in the E-world.
Hey everyone, I'm Quinn with Oomba TV, and here is your quick Esports Now update. Everyone has an off day, but a League of Legends player is using sex as an excuse for his poor play. That's right, newbies Lee Vasily Weijun spoke out explaining his current situation to fans. According to Vasily, he was benched on his own request because of a cold, but he said having sex has since hurt his overall performance on the keyboard. He said he is working now to correct the situation and adjusted to abstinence. In a statement, he said, "The club maintained its winning streak, so it wasn't necessary for me to play. I let myself indulge in sensual pleasures for a while. This led to me playing poorly." Vasily has been a topic of conversation in the Chinese esports scene lately, as he has had allegations of equipment destruction and anger management issues. As odd as this statement sounds, Vasily is not the first member of the League community to speak out in favor of abstinence. Edward Gaming CEO Wang Chang made a long episode warning players to stay away from girlfriends and to stay on the abstinent path. The NCAA will be taking a more in-depth look into esports this October. Esports in colleges is on the rise. Dozens of schools across the country are offering students everything from small scholarships to even covering the full cost of tuition. The NCAA is now deciding whether or not they want to be part of video game sports. The National Association of Collegiate Esports, who is currently governing over 20 schools giving scholarships, do not believe the current structure of the NCAA could sustain esports. Executive Director Michael Brooks told ESPN that the majority of varsity programs have been built intentionally to stay separate of the NCAA's oversight. Unless there are some pretty dramatic exceptions being considered specifically for esports, the NCAA would be unlikely to be able to absorb esports under its banner. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube for all of your latest esports news.
Hello, everybody, and it's the moment that you have been waiting for. It is finally here. It's day one of the regional finals for the Unrivaled Tournament Series. We are here in Ontario, California at GameWorks at Ontario Mills Mall. And man, the excitement is buzzing. Tim, are you finally getting ready to do
Justin,
this?
I'm stoked. I am jazzed. Call me Miles Davis. This is going to be a blast. The crab cakes smell good. There's no fog in the bay, but there's lots of tabletop to be had. Welcome back to the Unrivaled Tournament.
I know why you didn't go. Because you don't think you can catch a fish.
Yeah,
that's it.
I can catch a fish, man.
I don't think so.
Anyone can catch a fish.
No.
Justin, I can catch a fish.
Okay.
Welcome to Seattle. Whoa, Justin, I don't know whether I've got altitude sickness or whether it was just a good cup of Dazbog coffee, but here we are, Denver Unrivaled Tournament, the largest tabletop tournament of 2017. Are you ready for this week?
Oh yeah, my excitement's like a mile high.
Rough as always, Justin. I am like the back of an electrical outlet right now. I'm so wired because it is Unrivaled time here in Deloge, Missouri.